Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to make a simple head or tails game. So open up Python and you can use Jupyter Notebook, VS Code or any editor. I just use the default editor that comes with Python when you install it, and then once you open it up, press Ctrl N so we get a new script file. We will make it in this and then we'll see the result in the sort of like the command section. So first we will import random, and this will help us choose between heads or tails. I.e., it will automatically tells us what the computer is picking, if it's picking heads or tails. Now, once we've imported a random, let's create the options that we want to pick between, and then we'll create a list. And in this list, we will have heads. In fact, I'll do capitals, so you'll see the reason why. And then tails. Now we can use the random and then call this on this, and then it'll pick one between the two. So now let's create. Let me close this. Let's create a function. We can call it anything we want. I will just call it a game, and then it won't take any inputs. So we just leave that empty. You can do it with inputs, but I'll just do it this way. So now we will write the gameplay. So now we will have a variable called user pick, and this will simply be uh, an input from the user. So we will do input. Please enter heads or tails, and then we'll make it look a little bit nicer by giving them a little space. Now we have that. We will here I will do something which will make sense in a second. So we will say user underscore pick. The user will give us heads or tails, but we don't know whether they will give us like heads or heads or with one capital letter and then the rest in lowercase. So here we can simply capitalize whatever the user gives us, and then we can compare it to this. So user pick is user pick dot upper. Dot upper is a Python built-in function, and it just capitalizes what you give it. In this case, the user pick. And now we have that. We need to make the computer pick. So which will be equal. Here we'll use the random library. So random dot choice, and what this will do is choose an option from this. So I will say options, and now we have both the user pick and the computer pick. We can compare the two. So uh, we will use an if statement. If user underscore pick equals computer underscore pick, then what do we want to say? We want to say print uh, uh, you 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 picked, and then we'll have the squiggly brackets here. We can simply pass this variable computer underscore pick. It will basically give them this. It will type this out for them to see what the computer picked correctly. And we can do this because we've said we wrote F there, and that way if we use squiggly brackets, it won't print this as computer pick. Rather, it will give the value assigned to computer pick, which is randomly chosen from here. Now if we've done that, now we will have an ellipse statement, which is the only other case ellipse. In fact, we can just use an else statement, but I'll use elif because it's more clear. So doesn't equal computer underscore pick. What do we want to do? We want to print you pick. Again, we've used the F format here, so we can use the method as I mentioned before. This will just simply it won't print computer pick, but rather it will print the value assigned to computer pick, which will be one of these two. Incorrectly. Now, while we're still in the function, we want to repeat this. We can just simply play the game again. So that's done. Now we leave the function and we will play the game. So I'll explain this a little. So we will go through this, and once you either go through this option or this option, you're either right or wrong, and after this is done, we go back to the game. So we sort of repeat the course of action. And here I'm saying game to initiate game. So because a function cannot run by itself unless we've called on it. Now we will save this. I will just call it toss. And now let's run it. Heads or tails? Heads. So look, even if I write heads in lowercase, it won't break. So we've correctly, tails, incorrectly, tail, incorrectly. So that's sort of the coin toss game, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. And if you don't understand anything, let me know. Thank you very much.